lakad matatag!
Normally, where you can get a really early Roche and help, you know, sort of benefit your mids.
So then, would you believe me if I?
Yeah. So it's a Doom. So it's
I
a
think
Doom
it's a
mid.
Doom mid.
Okay. Now,
I
do
think.
these guys die? Does the clock die? That's the question.
Yeah, Flea might die. Slowed up, stunned up. I mean, Clockwork very much dead here. Flea could not flee. J1 will get first blood. I think this top lane, unless they kill the Treant, is probably going to be a snoozer too. Which they might kill Treant here. With the leech seed, he is staying kind of relevant in the old health. 5-5-5, trying to run away, not going to be able to, and Lil Nick will get a kill. So Terrorblade are top on the last hits. Viper's not quite that far behind either. He's ahead of the Ursa. Bottom lane Arc might be in some trouble here. Acorn shot, keeping them at bay, but one more Crypt Swarm is enough for Jakeel to bring down Arc. Not ideal if you're Wildcard, but back into the mid lane. Monkey King still in the area. There's the jump. The stun from Lesh will miss, but they might not need it as Sunlight will go down. As top lane Flea, they do get the kill onto 5-5-5, 5-5 finally.
Much you're delaying Deathcraft from actually using her ultimate. Oh.
They're gonna get the Monkey King instead, it looks like. Sunlight. No Doom needed. Monkey King tries to go for the rune because that's all he could get. Will end up going down to Sunlight. Some would say the sun.
For the top tower.
Monkey gonna get hook shot, in some trouble here, cogsed up. We'll get the stun down, but it does not matter. Monkey King falls, Lil Nick gets a kill. And the tower as well to boot.
Wait, what?
They've muffled it a little bit, like they put a cloth on their drill. Top lane Adrian hook shot, cogs back, in some trouble. Ursa gonna pop the ulti, but there's the slow from Viper. Gonna try to TP, but the battery salt is enough. Samsung goes down. Meanwhile, they get the Doom mid. His Arc was there with the reflection, but it just wasn't enough. Wildcard, they are here though, looking to defend this tower. Flare's gonna connect on all of them. The Bull is on the Lesh. There's the Metamorphosis. Monkey King taking some big damage, is gonna hop right back up into the trees though. There's the Treant Protector J1 getting slowed up. There's the mechanism from Death Prophet. Stun from Monkey King keeps Wildcard at bay. And Dreamer's probably just gonna try to back up out of this one.
Doom can catch up whenever because he has minus in a. Oh.
Yeah, Dreamer's getting hook shot here. Death Prophet gonna get clicked on by the sharpshooter as well. This is the strength of Clockwork and Hoodwing. The only problem is they couldn't kill it because it's a Death Prophet. There's the Exorcism. Doom on the Ursa. Ursa in some big trouble here, but there's Lesh stunning up all of them in the Bloodstone. Lesh cleaning up absolutely everyone. Can they get the kill on Terrorblade? No, Lil Nick. Speaking of cleanup, he's doing a good job of it himself. Will fall. J1 double kill on the Lesh. Hoodwink trying to scurry away from this one, will be able to, but just barely. As Lesh, the flank from the Leshrac, catch this Viper. Monkey King through the trees, leaping around. Lil Nick, he's just gonna turn, doesn't know the Viper's there, is gonna need a stun. There's the Wukong's command as well. Lil Nick doing what he can, but it's not gonna be enough. Oh, maybe it is. Lesh is low, but Monkey King's here to help out a friend. Get down, Mr. President. J1 does have to be careful. Here comes Arc. And Arc hurts with that Metamorphosis. J1 maybe stuck around a little bit too much. Unfortunate Flea gets the kill, so not ideal. Will get the Monkey King as well, and Death Prophet maybe bit off a little bit more than they could shoot, but no, Arc is the one who will fall. Adrian picks up the kill on Arc. Now Sunlight might be in some trouble too. Death Prophet pops those Greaves. Sunlight just going to use the Midas. Does have Doom available, so Wildcard could potentially fight. Hookshot will miss on the target that was literally standing still. Not the best. Doesn't feel the best if you're Flea. But a good fight for Dreamers. They do lose the Lesh, but they finally get this Terrorblade. And all the gold goes on to Clockwork, so Not the worst. Samson trying to kill this Treant. Flea will fall first. There's the overgrowth. There's the Doom on Lesh. Lil Nick just barely staying alive. But Lesh already got all of his buttons off, so he's still outputting loads of damage. And Sunlight will be the next to fall.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of Dire's draft really kind of going as we expected. You know, they're just always ready to go. You know, especially behind this Leshrac.
Roche low. Oh, J1 just barely gets it. Flea with a good hook shot, but will it be enough? Sharpshooter brings him down. Dreamers are smoking in, and it looks like we're going to see a fight here. You will stop is Adrian on the Ursa, but I mean, J1 just so much damage on the Lesh. They do get on top of him with the BKB on the Doom as well. Can they bring him down? They can. Wukong's command. There's the Sunder onto the Monkey King. Monkey King dropping very low. They do get him. One more, and Little Nick on the other side goes down too. Dreamers, they find 2 and lose 2. I think we need to make more unfathomable heroes. I want more of that. Sunlight gonna get caught here, jumped on by the Monkey King. Gonna get immediately jumped on. Sunlight pops a BKB, but isn't gonna be enough to get away from Adrian. It is. Adrian now turns onto the Hoodwink, pops a smoke in terror, sheer terror. Drakeel jumps onto the Terrorblade. They kill off the Hoodwink. Dreamers, they pop the Exorcism. They better get something else out of this. There's more to be said about Treant and Hoodwink, or Treant and Monkey, than Hoodwink. They might get this Death Prophet here. If they want to use the Doom, they certainly can. They're going to find J1 with it instead, and this Death Prophet will fall. They get the Doom off. There's the Overgrowth on the Clockwork. The Viper's here as well, but they're just going to bring down Flea. Adrian jumps on top of this Viper. Lil Nick trying to TP out, won't be able to. Adrian gets the kill on the Viper. Dreamer's a great trade. They lose 1 on this Leshrac.
I think it's just a really curious move because, you know, we've kept sort of stating how ready Dire is to fight, and without their meta, you know, I understand they had Doom, but, you know, maybe just not the right time.
Yeah, and they're making another go here, Wildcard, and I just don't think this is the play. They're going to lose Sunlight. They have the meta, they have the Scotty, but it isn't going to be enough to keep this Lesh at bay. They found 555. He's just going to get Force-Staffed out. There's the hook shot as well, so they kill the Treant, but you lose the Doom and a tier 2. Of the Exorcism, they get the Courier as well. The Courier with a gem. Oh, it couldn't be worse. They fortified the tower that wasn't even falling. Here we go. We're going to get a hook shot on Death Prophet Wildcard. We're going to see what they can do anything off of this, but Drakeel is healing so much. Flea just goes down immediately. Sunlight trying to fight into this Ursa. Monkey King cannot, and they lose the Doom as well. Little Nick might be in some trouble. J1 bottom lane. They kill Arc. Wildcard, they're losing heroes all over the map. Monkey King gets ulted by the Viper, but everyone else from Dreamers just jump on Lil Nick, and Lil Nick goes that hook shot. Monkey in some trouble, cut down as well. Monkey in some trouble, but there's the Overgrowth. The Bolus from Hoodwink aren't going to be enough to save their team from the Exorcism. The Lesh already here. BKB popped on the Terrorblade, trying to do something, but they've already lost the Doom. They're losing the Clockwork too. Doom's just going to teleport out, but they've also lost the Viper. They're going to lose Hoodwink next, and I mean, what do you do if you're Wildcard other than call GG right now?
Woof.
Woof indeed. This isn't a dog champ game, but woof indeed.
I mean, Dreamers, you know, everything sort of just came together for them. You
Yeah,
know?
their team, they fought the good fight. They even find Arc bottom lane. Just, there's no escape if you're Wildcard. Dreamers are all over you and then some. Yeah, and they've called it. GG. Wildcard, they've had it. Dreamers will take a convincing game number 1 against Wildcard Gaming.
Pretty good against the Pengo. You can roar him, obviously, while rolling.
Nice.
Consistent damage dealer.
See level 1 engagement here. They're going to find Tree. There's the toss back onto the Dazzle to start things off. Slows out from Wildcard, and this looks like two heroes to be potentially dead. Dazzle will go down. Tiny's just gonna have to walk himself away.
Just
saying. Bottom lane, Death Prophet. Lil Nick might be in some trouble. The Spirit Siphon should be enough to keep Lil Nick safe. As 555 is taking some big thunks from the trunk of Flea. One more right click's all they need. Lil Nick gets the kill.
Could say he's not 555.
No, he's not. No, and the only question I have for you, HK, is what are you going to do with all that? But it won't be quite the same. Tiny might be looking for a tossback. Here's another thing they can do, is they can do some tossbacks onto the Hawk. Some Hawkbacks, if you will. Bottom lane, they're going to kill on the Flea. Silencer might die. A toss-up. Tiny might die now. In some trouble. Going to have to run away from this one. The one should keep him safe. Samson wants a few more right clicks, though. We'll get it. It's rotation from Samson. Bottom lane, 555 might be in some trouble here. Spirit Siphon and the Little Nature's Grasp will not be enough to bring down the Dazzle. Adrian's trying to fight through it all, though. Adrian dropping low. Flea might just need to turn around and start hitting Adrian here. As top lane, Samson gets a kill onto Drakeel. Finally, they get this Beastmaster. Bottom lane, we still might see some aggression here. Flea gonna get gone on, but Adrian in some trouble. No crits to be had as Adrian goes down. 555 in some trouble too. One more Crypt Swarm from the Death Prophet. If they roll, Sunlight doing loads of damage. Here's Dazzle to save the bat. Sunlight, the Avalanche keeps him at bay. And J1 will be able to walk his way to, of course, a regeneration rune. Bottom lane, Adrian onto Samson. Samson goes down so quick. Adrian's just going to teleport away. No overgrowth on Flea, so Adrian's okay. I'd be more worried if Flea was 6 already. Well, there's Exorcism by Lil Nick. Here comes J1, though. Hot Rider in the area. Will start the go onto Lil Nick, pulls him back. Chaos Knight stacking stuns a little bit, but Lil Nick doesn't really care. So much damage from the side of Radiant. J1 will bring down Lil Nick. Pretty good fight from Lil Nick, though. I mean, stayed alive through quite a bit of that damage.
Yeah, but that's a crucial stop from Dreamers. You know,
For
really
sure.
shutting down that first Exorcism.
They've brought... And Smoke gets broken, and Dreamers just do nothing. Arc might just song for this. They're gonna get the Orchid onto the Bat Rider. There's the Silencer as well. J1 just in some deep trouble. Gonna try to turn on this Naga Sign, pop the BKB, but the Global Silence comes out right after. And J1, the BKB active, but he can't do anything about it. Drakeel in some trouble as well. Sunlight beep beep on his way over. Roll, but the... Whoa! The tornado from the creep, it's not enough, but it was quite nice.
It was cool.
It was cool. Drakeel tried to get himself out of there, but it wasn't enough.
Do that to give them that opportunity. It's... We'll have to see.
They desperately need to use this Tiny Blink too. Because Tiny has had Blink for like 7 minutes now and has done absolutely nothing with it. Which is heartbreaking because he's supposed to be the big player from Dreamers. Him and Beastmaster. They're supposed to be making plays together. Tiny, they're going to find the Silencer. Roll up from the Pangolier though. Bow Rider pops his BKB. They bring down the Silencer. It's something, but they're going to lose one for it. Samson gets the kill onto Tiny.
The silence.
And...
You know, you can pop the Greaves during Global. Roar the roll still.
Radiant's bottom tower is no more.
And, you know, here's another hot take. What if Bat Rider went Lotus after the BKB as well?
I don't think that's a hot take at all. J1's gonna get caught here and is in some deep, deep doo-doo. J1, no chance of escape. Lil Nick will get that kill. Sunlight just keeps on rolling, baby. And Naga Siren diving deep for 5. Might be a little bit too deep here. Naga Siren hexed up, does have the Song of the Siren still, will use it.
Radiant's courier has been
Look at Shaquille's courier as well.
tower is under attack.
And the Naga Siren tossed back. Can they get the Naga? The overgrowth is good onto all four heroes rather. Naga Siren's still alive. He just gets popped. And they want this Tiny hexed up. Tiny will just barely be alive. The Naga Siren's still fine. Sunlight drops down to the low ground. And goodbye, Samson. Wildcard are gonna get jumped in on here, but the roll up from Sunlight, now the ulti is there. They couldn't quite get the Pango. The Exorcism from DP's already popped. Can they burst down this Death Prophet before Exorcism becomes too big of a problem? Lil Nick pops the Greaves and is still A-okay. The Spirit Siphons on everyone. Chaos Knight's got to run out of this one. Too much damage. Lil Nick, they can't kill the Death Prophet. They're forced to use the roll. Everything on the DP. They finally kill the DP, but they lose the Tiny. And they might lose more, as Flea in the area does not have Overgrowth, but has Drakeel in his sights. Drakeel will try to TP out, but there's the net from Arc. Sunlight, another kill on the Pango.
Yeah, just...
But the Beastmaster is safe. Samsung just got back up, so doesn't want to fall here. Arc has Heart completed. There's that Dazzle wave coming in handy. But there's the ultimate from Naga Siren. Arc, I mean, catches all of them and just leading to a great setup. Lil Nick gets right in the middle of all of them. The Spirit Siphons on everyone. Sunlight's onto J1. J1, the blink in from Flea. He gets rooted. You're not going anywhere. Death Prophet dropping low. Adrian trying to do what he can. There's the Shallow Grave, but it's not going to be enough. They find the Silencer, but Arc gets the kill onto Adrian, and Sunlight just going through all of them. Drakeel rooted up, not being able to go anywhere. Arc a double kill, and Dreamers just not quite coming together this game as well as the elated over the time. And just seeing it come back up is quite interesting. Oh. Wildcard bringing in everyone here. As we're going to see the stun up. They get the tree and protector. Flea falls. But J1 just forced to TP out and Tiny just left to die. 254. Nice. I think one thing to note as well when playing this kind of game of Dota, if you're Dire, you don't need to save for buyback. Global used. Lil Nick in trouble, bottom lane. Chaos Knight just TPing up, but will get feared. Cancelled. Adrian, you're not going anywhere. Sunlight in the area as well, rolling up. Adrian goes down. They've lost the Chaos Knight 50 seconds. They're about to lose their Beastmaster too. Drakeel in some trouble, very low, will drop. J1, they found the Treant, but it's not going to be enough. J1 pops a BKB, but Dreamers, they lose 4 inside of their base. And this just kind of looks to be it here.
From behind with the heroes that you have in Radiant.
Like, I mean, oh, they're going to find J1 here too. Flea caught him. Sunlight in the area. There's the overgrowth. J1, there's no running from this one. Disarmed. Trying to get away. The Ogre Seal Totem. Bat Rider still running. Sunlight. Oh, a little bit of a misplay there, but blink forward right onto him. J1 goes down. Alright, invisibility onto the Chaos Knight. They're on top of the Death Prophet. But there's the song from Arc. Catches everyone on the Radiant. And Wildcard just backing up now. They know where Naga is. They cut down the tree. There's all the illusions destroyed. It's a start. J1 jumps in. They grab the Pangolier. Is it going to be enough? There's the Ogre Seal Totem. The roar on Pangolier gets reflected back from the Lotus Orb. And down goes Samson. Immediately the Silencer falls. Will buy back, but Lil Nick's on Adrian. Adrian dropping low. Flea's on him as well. Adrian trying to run away, silenced up, feared up. This Chaos Knight in some trouble, will fall. Meanwhile, Tiny, the next one, dropping low. Might be able to get him. Flea on his tail. There's the Shallow Grave. Tossed back is Flea. Flea now on the Dazzle in some trouble. Samson back. Pops the Sentry Ward, and yeah, I mean... Tiny's DC'd, but yeah, they called it. GG, doesn't matter. They've called GG. Dreamers, we're going to a game 3. Wildcard will take game number 2, forcing us into a game number 3. Global Sounds will get popped, and the Ancient will explode. That's a hero that doesn't like Veno.
Yeah, outscales.
Nature's Prophet, though. I mean, that's a lot of damage right there.
That's a mid. And you want to learn how to play against Bat with the Ember?
Bottom lane. Arc jumps in. Drakeel gonna eat a bash. And another bash. And a third bash. Samson will get first blood onto Drakeel. Holy moly. Someone didn't leave their bashes at home. And Samson, another kill on the Coddle, will deny to tower as well. And top lane Dreamers also lose 5-5-5. You go to the main menu, and if you press F4 there, you'll unlock all your bashes.
Oh,
Mid lane, Ember getting wrapped on J1. Only a few more right clicks. The flame break will be enough to bring him down. And top lane Flea, running for his life, will be able to get out. As Sunlight trying to bring down the tree.
HC too strong, dude.
HC very strong. Ooh, a fairy fire. Oh, you know, but then you get like 800 gold plus. Morbid Mask. Ogre Axe. Adrian in some trouble. Gonna morph strength. Try to get himself away. Won't be able to close in with the lasso. So Adrian should be a-okay. Might not be the same for the Tree and Protector. Left to die is Tree. As Sunlight will bring him down.
Treant, I cut you down.
Yeah, you do. It's actually perfectly comboed with his color. It's the purple void, but he's also the color orange in Dota. And the master tier insignia is purple and orange. We've come full circle. Top lane Sunlight gets a kill into Tree, and his bottom lane Arc trying to find the kill into Drakeel. They'll pop the Chronosphere for it, and it should be enough to bring down the Pango. It is. Samson another kill, this time on the Pangolier.
The best, it's, you know, kind of, you're not really getting the benefit of the item until you complete it, so, you know, using sort of that strength of him being ahead is trying to pushing that time forward.
Oh, they're gonna catch Coddle here in the mid lane to suck the tag team Samson killing spree on the Pugna. I'll ping him that they have a ward there, but there ain't no ward there. You literally have a sentry right there. It's definitely not Nature's Prophet, actually. As this Morphling is sitting not exactly where he wants to be. Things have gotten a little hard for this Morphling in the top lane, as he's losing his tower too.
Their structures against attack.
555 might be in some trouble here. Flea and Pugna both in the area. J1 wrapping around, but they're going to lose the Treant first. Here comes Arc. J1 going to be forced to Remnant away. Arc on the chase.
Dire should look to their middle tower.
Does have Chronosphere available. Adrian, the one he wants. Arc might just find 3 instead. Going to go for the 2. Gets the Coddle, gets the Ember Spirit. Little Nick going to walk into the Chronosphere to assert dominance. And J1's just going to casually walk it off. Arc's just going to jump into the middle of them, finds the Coddle. Coddle going to heal himself up for now. Is it going to be enough to keep him alive? It's not, as Arc finds the kill. Now Adrian here for some reason wanting to trade blows with the Faceless Void. Void rooted up. They'll be able to bring him down as J1 finds the kill. Adrian now trying to run off. Flea in the area. Here comes Sunlight as well. In the tag team, this Morphling taking loads of damage. Sunlight will bring him down.
Never refuse gold given.
They're sending Coddle in. Here comes Ember as well. There's an Orchid already. Who has an Orchid? What? Oh, Nature's Prophet, duh. I didn't think he was in Orchid range, that's why. Oh, they get the Coddle with the lasso. Coddle in some trouble, will get brought down. Now Drakeel, his role is done. There's no escape for this Pango, really. Gonna get brought right back in. Samson will be the first to fall. 555 with the ultimate will be able to keep himself safe from Lil Nick for now, but not enough. And now Lil Nick on the run is both Morphling and J1 in the area. Lil Nick not quite able to run away. Will get snowballed back in, and it might be enough to keep him safe. A good save from Flea, keeping this Bat Rider safe and sound. So little Nick can be able to get away from that one. It's his main team source of damage, but he needs to start fighting with them a little earlier, I think. So instead of going mask into BKB, he just straight needs that BKB. Gonna get a chrono onto 2, but he's rooted up, not going anywhere. There's the life drain. Coddle with the mech. Gonna keep his team safe for now, but the roll in from Drakeel is there. Ark gonna be able to get out. They lose the Coddle, they lose the tree. They're trying to keep their losses to a minimum. Ember Spirit, Remnants out. Ark runs right in, no mana, no chance for life as Adrian brings him down. Now little Nick backs up. Sunlight does loads of damage. Morphling silenced up. Sunlight might be able to kill off Morphling here. Will be able to. Sunlight just might clean this all up. But he's been disarmed from the Pangolier and a full team wipe for Dreamers. Only losing 1. Or actually, they lost 3. But
I think this is okay. I think it's actually a pretty big task to try and take these tier 2s, especially from the team fight of Dreamers right now. So kind of might be, like you said, just a farming Aegis just to get them secure their lead.
they're going to find Samson here. They're going to try for Lil Nick as well. They catch him with the roll. Drakeel with the diffusal as well. Lil Nick's in some trouble, and they'll get him. The overgrowth has been used. Wildcard, they've come in for the retaliation, though. What can they get as a result of this? They lose the Pango, and they're going to lose the Treant as well. So 2 down for... They try to find the Void. There's the Void. Adrian turns into the Void. Can they bash him up, keep him locked down? Arc forced to pop the BKB. There's the Chronosphere as well. Now Morphling in some trouble. Drakeel popping the roll. Will use it. Morphling somehow trying to live through it all, but Sunlight with the damage dominating on this Nature's Prophet. Dropping low now with Sunlight. They get the Pugna. They get the Void. They will kill the Treant Protector off, but looks like Lil Nick will be the next to fall. The only one alive is Flea, and they might find him next. J1 there with the root. Drakeel got the snowball on him, going to run himself away. Flea blinks to safety. Tumbler's Toy is there as well. Ember Sphere chasing up in between Lincoln's and before his Satanic.
Yeah, so lucky in this
J1 punched up in the mid lane, lassoed up as well. Here's Treant Protector, the root onto all 5 of them. Wildcard in trouble. They're going to lose Flea first. Ember Spear gets out of there. Sunlight pops his BKB. Drakeel's just rolling around. Can he catch anyone? There's Arc. Mjolnir completed on the Faceless Void, but he's running out of mana. Rooted up again. The Void falls. And Adrian, he wants more. They find Samson disarmed. Doesn't really matter if you're a Pugna, but your life very much so does. As Adrian will get the... Dreamers will be very happy to take that Roshan. Oh, Adrian, they might find the Morphling here. Instead, they find the Coddle. But this is very worth it. You find the Coddle instead of the Morphling. Adrian will get lasso, but he's already morphed strength. He's already started morphing strength. Can they bring down this Morphling still? It's so easy for this morph to get away as well when he morphs into Void. I mean, he's so slippery. I mean, when you're made out of water, being slippery is a pretty big thing for you.
You could say slippery when wet.
Yeah, and as we all know, oh, actually, HK, this should have been part of like the. It's gonna go right into the enemy jungle, running right into Wildcard. Adrian leading the charge. This is a good chrono, possibly. They're gonna just barely miss out on Drakeel. They do catch the Morphling dropping low, but Morphling now with the Satanic. Adrian just healing up through it all. Will get lassoed, but they already lost the Faceless Void. Lassoed up is the Morphling, but Lil Nick just running away from that one, and they catch Sunlight as well. 3 down for Wildcard. And now an easy Roshan for Dreamers.
Did Morph survive that strictly through Coddle healing?
Yeah.
Pardon me, but I am just loving it every time this Treant stumbles upon the natures in the trees.
Oh, I love it. No, I feel the same way, dude. It's so funny. Ember Spear jumps right in. They find the Pugna rolled up onto Samson. Samson goes down. Now Adrian just whacking away. Look at this high ground go down. The Rax next. Dreamers looking pretty good despite not having the kill lead. They are 15k ahead. As Wildcard are just desperately trying to get them smoke up here. Maybe look for one of these other heroes along the side. Oh, they caught the Pangolier. This could be pretty big. Sunlight is in on the other side, though. Void comes in. There's the Chronosphere on the Pango and the Morphling. They caught them both. This is pretty good. They kill off the Pangolier. Morphling, though, he's popped his Satanic, and they bring down the Void. Sunlight, he's popped his BKB, but Adrian is just a beast that cannot be dealt with. A double kill on the Morphling. J1 just in the back line is A-okay. And Tusk trying to bring down the Coddle, but Coddle Lotus Orb. Now Flea the one getting snowballed. How do you like a little bit of that? Punched up as the Treant Protector, and all the while Morphling just wreaking havoc in their fountain. Little Nick. Oh, Sunlight's gone. They called GG. Okay, Wildcard, they've had it. A pause as soon as Morphling goes into the fountain. An ultra kill for Adrian. GG is called, and Dreamers will take game number 3 versus Wildcard Gaming.
Yeah, I mean, what can you do? It was one of those things. I guess we all.